Hi, I'm Stephanie Watkins.
And I'm Roman Kinsella.
On this episode of Portrait of a City, we're in the heart of Nanaimo at a bird and wildlife sanctuary. Then we're heading home to do a fun zentangle image. You don't want to miss it. Birdwatching is a popular outdoor activity, and there's no better place to find inspiration for an art project than Buttertub's Marsh Park. This unique park is teeming with wildlife, from squirrels to turtles, frogs, and birds. The park encompasses approximately 100 acres, and a 2-kilometer gravel trail will lead you around the marsh. There are even observation decks and a tower perfect to help you spot the many species of birds that call this place home. Of course, we brought our binoculars to get a closer look, and right away we get lucky and spot a great blue heron in the grasses. During our walk, we also spot a team of ducks and a gaggle of geese enjoying the sanctuary of the impressive wetland, and we stop to enjoy the view. Hi everybody, we're back in the studio to make a beautiful zentangle image. We're going to do it of a bird because we just saw some awesome birds at Buttertub's. So here we go. The supplies you're going to need for this art project are
A marker.
Black felt tip pen. You are going to need glue.
Glue.
You are going to need scissors.
Scissors.
You are going to need white paper, printer paper,
White paper.
and then also black construction
cardstock.
paper, cardstock or construction paper. First thing that you need is you need to have images of birds. So I just went to the internet, I printed out this nice picture of a bird, and then I traced it. So you take this, put it on your window, trace it onto some cardstock. See, this is kind of hard. And then this is going to be my template, because what we need to do is we need to have some images of birds. We need to have black one and we need to have a white one. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create our zentangle patterns. You can print out patterns if you've never done this before. You can practice if you'd like first, but basically it is patterns repeated over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You can do literally whatever you want. It's super fun. It's supposed to be relaxing. And one of the main things with zentangle is you really need to take your time. You want it to be neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're gonna start with dividing our paper up into sections, and then we'll get going. So now that we have our paper divided into sections using curved lines that cross over, we can start creating our patterns. So we want to have a different pattern in each of these sections. While we're putting the finishing touches on our zentangle, check out more from our visit to Buttertub's Marsh. So our zentangles are done, and again, you can make it as detailed or as simple as possible. It's totally up to you. So what we're gonna do now is we're doing ours a little bit differently. So Roman, what he's gonna do, we're gonna move this out of the way. He's gonna fold his in half, and then he is going to cut it in half, and then glue on his black bird. Okay, on the one side. So we'll do that first.
Oh,
Go ahead, and now you're gonna cut that in half, right down that line with your scissors right here.
like cut it like right.
Cut it, yes, right there.
Probably do two because there's two sides.
Okay, great. So what we're gonna do with this piece is you are going to put it on this side of your black paper.
Okay.
You don't have to glue it down yet. And then you're gonna take the black bird from earlier that you cut out, and you are gonna glue it onto your zentangle.
Okay.
Okay, so we can do that step now, or we can do the next step, which is on the white bird that you also created exactly the same as this one, you are going to create a zentangle image.
Okay. Cool.
So do you want to do that first, or do you want to glue this down first?
I'll glue this down.
Okay, so we're going to glue down the white zentangle that you just did and the black bird, and then we'll move on. What I'm going to do is I am going to take my black paper. I'm also going to take my black bird, and I'm going to glue it down here as well. So I'm going to do the same steps as Roman. I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to cut it. So now I'm going to take my template of my bird, and I'm going to lay it on top of my other half of my zentangle image. But I'm gonna flip it around in the back. So I want the image to be on this side. So I am going to flip over my paper. I am going to flip my bird this way. So then when it's cut out, he's gonna be facing this way, and I'm gonna have the beautiful image that I want on the correct side. So I am now just gonna put it on the back, and I'm gonna trace it. And here we go. So you can see I traced the bird here, and now I'm going to cut it out and then glue it on, and you're almost done?
Yeah.
Awesome. How are you enjoying Zentangle?
I'm really enjoying it. I like it. Fun.
Yeah, you can use Zentangles, you know, lines and patterns, pretty much any art project, really.
Yeah.
So I'm just cutting out the bird here.
Yeah.
You're finishing your Zentangle on your bird.
I just finished, actually.
Oh, yeah. See? Nice. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and glue it on?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Make sure it's directly across from the other bird.
Like a mirror image?
Like a mirror image. So if you were to fold it in half, they would lay right on top of one another.
Right.
You can also use an X-Acto knife if you want to cut out your image with an X-Acto knife instead of scissors. I like to use scissors. And you can also do any image you want. You can do any animal, you can do your hand, you can do leaves. It doesn't have to be an animal, but today we did a bird because we saw so many birds at Buttertub's Marsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
What mine looks like. Finished.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yes, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. And then I will do on mine.
Yeah, that's super simple.
Yeah, it's
It might take a long time, but it's actually simple.
Yeah, and if you want it to go a little bit faster, you don't have to have super detailed zentangles.
Or you could also do bigger spaces, less spaces. Like you could only do you could do 4 big lines, and then you have 4 spaces that you do 4 different zentangles in. So then it might just take shorter, or you could do even just 2.
Yes, yes.
And it would take only a little while.
Okay, I am gluing mine on.
Okay.
Let's get it lined up here. And make sure it's the same distance away from the center line. I don't know if I chose exactly the right pattern. The nice thing about doing it your way is you can divide your bird up however you want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you almost can create the feathers and then define the face area and the head if you want. But it turned out not bad. Ready?
Right.
And that is our zentangle animal silhouette inspired by Buttertub's Marsh.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.